Hey, you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, you guys. Today's video is going to be a little different. I am going to be talking about actually one of my old-time clients. She's been with me since like day one. She came to me years ago wanting to get back into contact with her specific person. Now, this video is not only about manifesting your specific person. This video is about gaining clarity and knowledge on how to literally level up in every department of your life, every part of your life, because that's what this client of mine did throughout the years we've been working together. She came to me with no contact. She got back into contact with SP. She got engaged to SP. She got married. They had a child. They bought a beautiful family home. She has her dream car. And financial abundance has been amazing. Financial freedom, abundance. She is manifesting money left and right. And that was not her mentality and her mindset when we first started. So this video is going to be more of like an overall, like covering all angles type of video. I will be giving you a lot of tips that I've given her throughout the years that still helps her till this day. Like, we still coach together because every chapter of her life she wants to level up. So every chapter requires, you know, a little more consistent mindset, or maybe you fall off, but just looking back throughout the years, she's has everything she's ever wanted to manifest. And this was not something that was happening for her before, with her old mindset, her old self-concept. She was experiencing a lot of toxic relationships, very not really any abundance. She was kind of struggling financially. So I always say you don't have to coach, but when you have someone really like keeping you in check, and every time you do have something that's bothering you, you kind of pinpoint on that in every session, like it brings crazy success, but you can do this too with your own consistency. So that's why I'm going to give you tips today, you guys. This is going to cover not just SP related manifestations, but even money. If you want to manifest more money and abundance in your life, stay tuned, you guys. So let's cheers to happy Friday. Get your drinks, get your snacks. If you need to get your notebook or journal, whatever, pause the video, go ahead and do that. And how is everyone's summer? Like, before we get into it, right? After our cheers, how's everyone's summer? Leave comments down below. All right, you guys. So one thing that she was experiencing when she came to me was very reactive behavior. Now, that is so normal, especially when you first learn about manifestation. To be honest, most people that even know manifestation for quite some time, that reacting to 3D circumstances is still very strong and very prominent, and that's so normal because that is something you are just used to doing your whole life. And then now in your adulthood, now someone's telling you, or you're learning this knowledge that, hey, maybe you shouldn't, because every time you react, you are like attracts like, right? So I'm sure you've heard that before in the manifesting community, like attracts like. So what happens when you are very reactive in your reality? You will attract more of that, more things to react to in the similar emotion. So for example, let's say someone did something or someone said something and it completely threw you off of, your abundant way of thinking, or it triggered you, let's say. Okay, well, then this has to do with anything you're manifesting: person, place, thing, money. Okay, let's say something happened and you were thrown off completely. You are triggered now. Now, here's the problem why you should try to calm that nervous system down and come back to more of a neutral place. This is my tip number 1 for you. When you are triggered or when you are thrown off of your game, you are thrown off of that high vibe state, or you're just thrown off of a good feeling emotion into a more negative one. The reason why we want to neutralize that and come back to at least a neutral state, you've heard me say this in many videos, is because like attracts like. What you're doing when you stay in that state long enough, when you stay in that bothered state long enough, you start manifesting more things to give you that same emotion. So what might happen is the more you stay in that triggered state, now another opportunity or another situation or another experience pops up where you're going to have to feel a similar type of emotion and continue to stay in that state. The way you react to things and the way you are kind of throughout the day feeling the feels, thinking the thoughts, reacting to the whatever's going on in your reality, you are really sending signals to your subconscious mind. Keep me in this state. Same goes vice versa. So if you are in control of your, I don't want to say in control of your thoughts, there's going to be moments where you're not in control, but the moment you feel like you're not and it's time to come back to a more calm inner world, because you don't want to keep sending the signal to your brain, hey, keep me in this lax state, keep me in this lax state, right? So like when you realize that, that's number 1. Like you are now like one step further. Okay. So like attracts like. What does that mean, right? Another meaning of what that means. How you carry yourself, how you identify, your likes, your dislikes, your behavior, the way you assume people to be. Like if you assume people to be users or abusers, or if you assume that everyone's out to get you, or if you assume that things just keep, like they just don't work out for you. You've manifested toxic relationships before, so it's just going to continue, or you've manifested lack in abundance and it's just going to continue. This applies to the whole like attracts like statement too. You are continuously telling your mind, keep me here. I want to stay here. Now, do you want to stay there? I don't think so. But a lot of people don't realize that they're doing this when they do that. So that's number 1. Like attracts like. So understand that everything I mentioned could be dangerous if you are consistently feeling it, behaving as if, identifying as if you're in lack. Positive thing is like attracts like in the good things too. So if you're on top of your game and you are checking in with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and you are putting out the feeling of maybe the wish fulfilled or a more calm nervous system, or you're prioritizing yourself, lack attracts like there too. That's the best part about this. Like that manifesting. The rules is it applies to both negative and positive. So if you do it in a positive way, you're going to continuously attract similar situations that keep you in that good feeling state, which is what you want to do. Okay. So keep that in mind. I know it's to some of you that you know like manifestation, or you've watched like thousands of videos before, you know that this is like kind of like basic knowledge, but it's not about you knowing it. It's about you applying it. I always say this in my videos. Most of you here watching these videos, you guys know a lot about manifestation. And if you don't, that's fine. You're learning. No judgment. But I used to be someone like I would just take in info over and over and over again. Info, new video after new video, new book after new book. But then it doesn't matter if you're just taking in information, but you're not applying it on a moment-to-moment basis within, because that application of the moment-to-moment is what's actually changing the reality. to what you want. Okay. Number 2, you guys. So your subconscious mind is the number 2 tip. Keep in mind, your subconscious mind makes, I want to say approximately 98% of the decisions, like throughout your day, and you might not even feel or know it. Like your habits, what you reach for, the way you think, the way you react, the way you identify, like that's already programming in your subconscious mind, and you've been doing that programming for years, probably unconsciously. Now that you are aware that your subconscious mind controls most of your habits, decisions, reactions, behaviors, now that you are aware, that is a number 1 thing you need to be checking in on. So that's why a lot of us say it's time to reprogram your subconscious mind. That's what we did with my client. Now, how can you reprogram your subconscious mind, especially if you're someone that thinks, money doesn't grow on trees, and like you're not a lucky person to manifest the lottery or this or that, or you haven't been chosen in your relationship. So maybe, like, how do I reprogram that, Ani, right? I hear it all the time. I hear it every day, coaching thousands of people. You reprogram it by daily, moment to moment, repetitive changes through thoughts, through emotions, through techniques, through exercises. This is why I have the EFT tapping courses. This is why I have any course, because anything I put out, you guys, it's the courses is literally, if you need coaching and I'm not available, or you want to just have that to always check in on, it's an amazing tool. If you don't have to, you never have to coach, and you never have to purchase a course. But what you do have to do is consistently understand your programming. We don't look into that. Like we really don't look into, like, hey, how come I reacted that way to that thing? Or let's say you're trying to manifest a healthy body. You don't notice, like, hey, I just reached for that junk food that's not really good for me, but I really did it unconsciously. Like maybe I can make a better choice, right? We don't really look too deep into those things that we do that are so programmed in our mind. We're just like, yeah, whatever, okay, I reached for it. I always reach for that. That's the thing though. It's a programming. It's very repetitive. So if you want your life to change, the way you think about people, the way you react to things, the way you self-sabotage yourself, the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about your family, the way you feel about your friend circle, the way you feel about your body, all of this is programmed thoughts already, and this is running the show. So if you are someone that self-sabotages a lot, right? That self-talk is running the show. And what it's going to do, it's going to continuously put you in a situation where you're going to look at yourself from a low perspective. And then what happens with the whole everyone is you pushed out thing is they see you in that way too. I'm not saying that people see like, oh, like if you see yourself low or if you see yourself as not worthy, it's not necessary that they're going to see you as not worthy. They're just going to feel like, hey, with this person, I'm not inclined to show them like they're so high value. Does that make sense? Same thing with money. If you don't see yourself like as high value, as worthy, as deserving, as chosen, money is just like a person's energy. Money is also you pushed out. So money is going to kind of look at you in your 3D realm and be like, maybe it's not time to go close to her right now because she doesn't feel abundant enough anyway. And like attracts like I'm abundance. I must go to abundance. Like I don't go to lack. Does that make sense? This is also something her and I were consistently working on, because it's very easy to go to that lack state, it's very easy to let your old thoughts, assumptions, beliefs, emotions, triggers win because you are not used to checking in on yourself, because you are not used to having a great self-talk. You are not used to taking yourself out of self-sabotaging thoughts. You're just used to staying in them, right? Does this video make sense? If you guys resonate, comment down below. These things are very important. Now, as I mentioned, EFT tapping is a great way of reprogramming your subconscious mind. Some people like repetitive affirmations. Meditation is good in calming the mind. I wouldn't say really to reprogram, because when you're reprogramming, we like to kind of bring to the surface the triggers, what bothers you, what's been traumatic, what the things you want to release. So the EFT is really great for that, actually. Things that you want to release out of your subconscious and just thoughts that don't serve you. We do that, and then we reinforce with what we actually want our programming to be. So anything that allows you to do that, have a good release of emotions, feelings, thoughts, and stuff, and then a good reinforcing on a consistent basis is great. If you need help with that, I'm here for you. Courses are there for you. But really, anything that makes you feel like I'm tweaking these things, I'm changing these things within, perfect. Another way of how this has to do with a little bit of reprogramming too, but really raising your vibration consistently. If you raise your vibration, which is, in other words, a good high self-concept, how you see yourself or how you feel inside your body, consistently, that is a huge game changer as well in shifting your realities. So getting into now a parallel reality where things actually do work out for you, in all areas of life, in all departments of life. So raising your vibe, what does that look like? That literally looks like understanding you're in lack and consciously taking yourself out of it. It sounds very similar to what I was mentioning before, but you must be conscious about this. All these changes that you're going to make, very conscious changes. It's the unconscious that's the problem. It's the staying the same. It's the not really putting an effort to think differently, act differently, feel differently. Raising your vibration could be something as simple as literally cleaning your closet. That's how I started. Like, raising your vibration doesn't have to be these crazy things you do where it's like you're gonna dance all day at home, like you're gonna dance for an hour a day, because that's what raising your vibe looks like. It doesn't have to be this crazy emotionally filled activity. It can literally be, I want to get that done because I know if I get that done, that's going to feel like I put myself first and I'm going to feel accomplished afterwards. Something as simple as that raises your vibration internally within. You prioritized yourself, you kept your word, you followed through, you stayed consistent. That is a great way of setting an example for your subconscious mind to now push out people to behave the same way with you. Keeping their word to themselves, prioritizing yourself, knowing your worth, getting stuff done, right? These things are very, very important to know, because I feel like a lot of people are just very, let me receive the knowledge, but not apply it. And throughout the years, I've learned, not only in my own experience, but same, like all these successful clients that have coached with me, they've learned that it's more important to make the moves, even if it's slowly. Start applying, taking action. Like, show yourself you're a priority instead of just saying I'm a priority. So much more powerful, so much more powerful. Show yourself you come first. Instead of just saying I'm prioritized, I come first. Show yourself through action. Show yourself through activities throughout the day. Like, how do you come first? That really sinks in the subconscious mind when you show yourself, when you apply. Same thing with money. So, for example, show your subconscious mind that money, it's safe to receive. Now, how would you show that, right? Well, stop complaining. Stop complaining about money. Stop complaining about lack. Stop thinking that every time you go spend on yourself or you do like a shopping haul, whatever, stop thinking that in that helpless mindset afterwards, like, oh my God, I just spent so much money. Where is that money going to come from now? I rather you have a great self-talk and say, you know what, the same way it came for me to buy these things is the same way it's going to come for me to buy more, for me to live better. Have a great self-talk. Apply that self-talk throughout the day. Don't just like be hoping and wishing, praying like, yeah, one day hopefully it comes. Start applying. Your subconscious mind is listening to you 24/7. That's the thing. Every moment throughout your day is an opportunity to program it. So take that moment to do so. Use it up. Seize the moment, you guys. I love you guys. I hope this video helped. If it did, comment down below. Those 3 tips really, really helped this client of mine. And it's consistently doing them, not just, okay, I wrote these tips down. All right, cool. We'll just do it today and then maybe like once more a month from now. No, because the old programming wins then. You understand? Your old programming wins if you are very inconsistent with these changes. It's all on a matter of like how bad you want it, you know? I love you guys. I'll see you in next Friday's video.